Thank you, Z. That was lovely. Good morning, everybody. My name is River Hansen, and I get to be your platform assistant today. Welcome to our sanctuary here at Unity Spiritual Center in the Rockies, also known as the Light on the Mesa. Thank you for joining us today. And we have a great service for you today, so just settle in and we will begin.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hi. Song, but not that song. I want to thank Reverend David for having us here this weekend. We're very grateful to be here, and we're grateful for everyone who's been, it takes a village, right? So River has been especially gracious and generous in working with Mark, and so we're very excited. And also, we do want to make, just to honor today, this is Memorial Day weekend, and we want to just take a moment of silence now to honor those who have given their lives in service of our country. So just take a moment of silence. We are grateful.
Indeed.
Okay.
We would like to thank all vets, all y'all. Any of you want to raise your hand? Get some. Thank you. Thank you for your service. All right, so we're going to start with a sing-along. The words will be on the screen, maybe. They probably will. And the main body of the song is a call and response. So you'll just repeat after me, and then the chorus lyrics will be up there. But you'll hear it. It's very simple. It's not complicated. You ready?
Okay.
No. You ready? Okay, I believe you now. All right, let's have it, Mark. Gonna let my spirit love me now. I am worthy of His love. I'm gonna let my spirit love me now. I am worthy of His love. That's it. I'm gonna let my spirit love me now. I am worthy of His love. I'm gonna let my spirit love me now. I am worthy of His love. After me, Spirit loves me. Spirit loves me. I know that. I know that. Spirit loves me. Spirit loves me. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah. I'm gonna let the Spirit love me now. I am worthy of His love. Gonna let the Spirit love me now. I am worthy of His love. Yeah. When I'm down, I turn to you. When I'm down, you pull me through. Yeah. I'm gonna let the Spirit love me now. I am worthy of His love. I'm gonna let the Spirit love me now. I am worthy of His love.
Feeling broken, I don't know where to go. If I'm willing, Spirit's open in the door, so I ask Him. Passing time while I'm catching a little knowing that won't let go. Can ignore it, no I won't. But it's growing in the open, up and down. Fills my soul and fills me out of love. Love me now, you are worthy of His love. So why not let me love you now? You are worthy of His love. Yeah,
I surrender every little thing. I surrender. Hear us sing. Yeah. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of His love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of His love. Yes, I am worthy of His love. I am worthy of His love. Yes, I am worthy of His love.
All right. So let's begin today to let everybody know where you're at. You are at, we're getting some feedback. I'm not sure why.
You might need to mute me.
Oh, could you mute Z? Don't hear that every day, right? Unity in the Rockies is an inclusive community, and we welcome all people, races, gender identities, and relational orientations. Wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are welcome here. And now we're going to read together our mission. We are an inclusive spiritual community where we recognize and express our oneness with our Creator and all creation. And now our vision. Unity, spiritual, my script is different. We are grounded in meditation, prayer, and healing, celebrating the Christ spirit within all people, and with a thriving spirit of community and oneness, shall be a leading spiritual light throughout the Pikes Peak region and the world. Okay, look at these beautiful flowers. They were provided today by Carol Crosley in honor of her mom, Mary, and other loved ones who have passed. So let's all take another moment and honor all of our loved ones who have passed. Thank you. Now for some announcements. We do need and are looking for an outside facilities coordinator. So if you or you know of somebody to recommend for a job overseeing our building repairs plus grounds and maintenance, this is a paid position that we hope to fill very soon, especially with summer coming on. Currently, there are volunteers that are handling all these areas, but with the summer months approaching, we want to find someone to handle these responsibilities. So please, please, please let Kayla know, Dr. David or someone on the board know of your recommendation for this part-time position. And did you know we're having a yard sale next Saturday? What you need to know is about donuts. There's going to be donuts because the sale is from 9 to 1, but we're going to be setting up from 7 to 9. Did I mention donuts? So how many are going to be here at 7 o'clock next Saturday? Oh, more hands, please, more hands. And there's going to be a Zoom meeting on June, join us to discuss changes to the order of service on Wednesday, May 31st. So that's this coming Wednesday, from 6 to 8 Zoom, all right? And the new order of service, there's going to be some tweaking, is going to be starting next Sunday on June 4th. Join us, please, for meditation each Sunday morning. The new time is from 9:20 to 9:40 in the sanctuary. If you do arrive late, please just enter mindfully. There's a sign-up sheet on the bulletin board if you would like to lead a meditation. And this could include, but not limiting to, drumming, Indian flute, silence, visualizations, chanting, meditative movement, other kinds of meditations, and there's something else I thought of, and then it left my brain. The next Sunday's meditation will be led by Marley. I would like to take this moment to introduce Reverend Dr. Melissa Phillippe and Reverend Z. Egloff, our our musicians today, our speakers today, our workshop facilitators today, and the mini mall merch table back there. They are longtime students and teachers of consciousness and transformation. They are both ordained ministers from Centers for Spiritual Living, holding master's degrees from Holmes Institute. Z also holds a master's in spiritual psychology, and Melissa has an honorary doctorate for her contributions to the field of New Thought music. Melissa and Z are the founders of Oh My God Life. Did I do that right? An online and traveling ministry. They've been on the road 4 months now, and this is their 14th or 15th?
This is, let's see, 12 or 14.
Okay. At their virtual home, ohmygod.com, they offer videos, music, books, classes, and more. They also speak, perform, and facilitate workshops and retreats nationwide. Help me to welcome these two great beings. Oh, you're not getting up yet. Oh, wait a minute, you are. Our final announcement is welcome to the Light on the Mesa. Sorry about that.
This place. We do it again? Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power and the grace. I can hear the brush of angel wings and feel glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this place. I don't know what that was, but I think it was the angel wings. Nope, there's a switch on it.
All right, good
There we go.
morning.
Good morning.
My name is Carol Crosley, and I am one of your prayer chaplains. And today, I just want to remind you that this is a new day. Just breathe that in. A new day. And especially for our daily word message. And I'm reading from the publication for this Sunday. Can you hear me okay on Zoom?
Yes.
Okay. On Sunday, May 28th, and it is Comfort. Loving memories comfort me. So just breathe that in. Loving memories comfort me. There may be days or maybe even weeks on the calendar when I find myself mysteriously feeling melancholy or blue, only to realize the anniversary of someone or something I have loved and lost is approaching. Even when I don't realize it outright, a part of me remembers and responds. I can honor these feelings as a way to honor the people and places that have taught me and helped me evolve. There you go with remembrance. Welcoming my feelings brings deep and abiding comfort. I carry those people and places I love with me in the things I do. keeping their spirit alive. Gradually, I find smiles within the sadness. Revisiting treasured memories reveals a love within the loss. The presence of God is found within the gift of each moment, and I find comfort through my grateful heart. And the biblical verse for today is, "Let your steadfast love become my comfort according to your promise to your servant," from Psalm 119, verse 26. And just know that I'll be available to pray with you individually after the service, along with Charlotte Wilson. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Carol. Okay. All right, so pray for us. We're going to do our first song now.
More prayers.
More prayers needed.
I need a sip. I want to give a shout out to Mark in the booth
Yes.
there.
We've thrown
He's been
him-
working very hard this morning. We've
Yeah.
thrown him a lot of curves.
We've thrown him
Thank you,
lots of little curveballs. Different mics, different tracks, different people,
different devices for
different
the tracks.
devices,
Everything that could
different
change.
songs. All right, but I think we're ready. Yes? Okay, are you ready? All right, let's get started then. Okay.
I was just a child. The Spirit came to me. He said, "Girl, you have things you are meant to do, so lean on me." There have been times when I thought I wouldn't make it through. That's when the Spirit would turn my head the other way and have me sing to you. That if I believe, I can. I know that if I can see it, God has a plan. And I will get to the end of my life and be proud of the race I ran. 'Cause if I believe, I can. Following my dreams, I often felt alone. But each time I was wandering, thinking I was lost, I would be shown. Now I stand here. I know I am right where I'm supposed to be. And I will hold to the truth God has given me. Now that I see that if I believe, I can. Oh, I know that if I can see it, God has a plan. And I will get to the end of my life and be
couldn't go on, and I tripped and fell. Oh, I was down, full of pain, misunderstanding, closing in, nowhere to go, but where I landed, wait. That's when I heard a voice in me. It filled me up. It said, believe in yourself. What you're here to do, you got no more excuses. When you follow what's true for you, I was raised up. I was made new. Now I'm standing here right in front of you to speak, to give you the word that was given to me. Cause nothing can stop you if you believe.
Others may say that I am wrong. What can they know when I know that if I believe, Thank you so much.
If I believe I can, right? Well, I want to unpack that a little bit. Because I know here in New Thought, metaphysical world, unity land, we know that there is one power, right? One power, one presence in and through all creation. Call it God, call it spirit, call it life itself. That is the truth, right? And then, since there's just one energy in and through all things, we know it must be right here in each and every one of us, right? Right here in our hearts, our minds, our souls, every one of us. Okay, now, here's where it gets kind of fun. One energy in and through all creation, including right here. And so we are creative. Consciousness is creative. We know that here. And some of us, when we first discover how powerful we are, say, wow, I'm going to manifest some stuff. And it often goes quite well at first, right? The parking places, things like that, right? Just, we're manifesting. And then it happens. There's something that you really, really, really want, and it's not happening, right? And that's when we might find our minds saying crazy things like, well, is God broken? Or am I broken? Right? So when we're in those places of feeling stuck, knowing how creative, how powerful we are, but things aren't working out like we'd like, that's an opportunity to co-create with Spirit on a deeper level. And that's what we want to talk about today, that co-creation with Spirit. How's that sound? It's good? Okay. Melissa is going to get us started. And I am going to be, you're going to mute me, Mark, so I can sit down without noises.
So one of the things that I like to do when we create a new talk is I get all the words that we want to talk about and I look them up in the dictionary and I string them together. It's very powerful practice. You ever try it? It's really cool.
Fortify, fortify, fortify your faith.
Did I tell you that we threw a lot of loops to Mark this morning? And now my computer seems to be acting out.
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. We are very grateful for you, Mark. It was part of it. That was planned, sure, absolutely. So, you just go with it. So I look up these words in the dictionary, and I string them together with the definitions. It's very cool. So I did that with co-creation. We wanted to talk about co-creating with the divine to maximize your creative power, because that's the way to do it, right? And I looked it up, and you know what? Co-creation is not a word in the dictionary. It's like one of our new thought little phrases that we made up. So I tried to put on my thinking cap, and I came up with collaboration. Right? Yeah, there you go. I agree. So I looked up collaboration, and it says, it is the action of working with someone to produce or create something. That sounds right? The action of working together with someone or something else in this case to produce or create something. Okay, so how many of y'all have ever been invited to collaborate with someone and you don't like the person you have to collaborate with? Just me? Oh no, a few of us. Okay, smattering. Because it really kind of sucks. It's not very fun, right? I mean, it's a lot easier when you like the person. Okay, so to me, that was a tip. Like, when I like the person I want to collaborate with, then it's more fun to collaborate. So I need to nurture my relationship with the divine so I like it more. Not just surrender and love and stuff, but like I have a better communication and friendship with spirit. So that's what we're talking about. That's how you maximize your creative power, is one of the ways is you deepen that relationship, right? Because it's more fun when you have cultivated communication. That's how we grow to like someone. Anyone here ever think they didn't like someone and then they got to know them and realized they liked them a lot? Right, because you talk to them and you listen to them, and as you did. Now, I've met people I talk to and I listen to, I don't like them any better. I admit it. But mostly, when I get to know people, I can find something, right? And then it's going to be more fun to collaborate with them. So part of how we came to all this with this talk is that we were in ministerial school together. And at that time, I was still working, doing other things, not ministry, because I wasn't a minister. And one of the things I was hired to do was to be the music director for a local rock concert that was a New Thought rock concert. And I was hired to hire the band and get them all ready for the artist, this big artist that was coming to town. It was very exciting, but wasn't bringing their band, right? So I was in communications with the artists, not the artist. They were untouchable, unreachable. I was in communication with their personal assistant. So, sometimes when you ever have to collaborate, you get these emails, and every email is just got a little something in it. Just a little irritating, little pebble in the shoe kind of something. So I was having that experience with this person over and over. And one particular day, a day that I had otherwise off schedule, I got this email in the morning that just triggered me. It was so snarky, condescending. I was so triggered. And I tried for a long time. I stood there at my desk. I stand at my desk sometimes. Stood there trying to come up with something, anything I could reply with that would sound the least bit, the remotest bit ministerial-like, if you know what I mean. And I could come up with absolutely nothing. So I went to the beach. That's what I do in such times. We live in California, and so it's about a 35-minute drive to the beach. And the whole way there, I knew I'm going to get to the beach. I'm going to go down to the water, turn, start walking, ask Spirit, what do I do with this communication with this person? What do I do? How do I respond to this that I can stay in love and kindness and compassion and something nicer than what they're doing? And I got to the beach, and I walked down to the water, and I turned, and I heard myself say to Spirit, Spirit, why are you making me go to ministerial school? To which I heard a response. I heard a voice. If you've ever had this where like an answer comes like this, and I heard, you have no idea. It literally stopped me in my tracks, and tears just sprang to my eyes. And then I heard it again. You have no idea. And as I kept walking then, I realized there was a little to unpack there. And there was two different meanings I came to for this, you have no idea. First of all, there's just the factual reality that I really had no idea. Like, I was told to go to ministerial school for decades before I finally said, okay, all right already, I'll go. I met Z there. It was one of the best things. And I became a minister. And then we started doing this, and that's the other thing. So the other meaning of you have no idea was really like, I had no idea. I had no idea what was coming. I had no idea how good it could be. I didn't picture this. Why would I? A lot of things had to happen. Because what I'd been doing with Spirit, I realized after that, was I had been being the most challenging kind of collaborator, a dictator. So, see, I hear little moans of recognition. So you know those collaborators, like, they decide all the details, how it's going to be, and then you're supposed to say that was the two of you came up with that. This is collaborating. I'm going to tell you how it's going to be. And then we will present it. Only mostly I'll present it because it's really my thing. I love those kind of collaborators. I was being that with Spirit, placing my order for what I wanted. And in real collaboration, what is the best kind? Where there's room. There's room for both parties, both sides, both energies in this case, to create. And then what actually happens is you get something way better than either of you would have come up with. Have you found that? Like, oh, that's so much better, and then we could do this. No, that's so much better. And it turns into this whole like fun, creative love fest thing. I was not doing that with God. So to leave room for Spirit to have some fun, we have 3 shortcut hacks to give you today. So these are elements from the Oh My God practice. So this is a book that Z and I wrote. It's a practice we made up. Actually, it's a gratitude-based practice, but it's the workshop today. Right, I forgot. Advertising. But it's a three-part gratitude practice. 2 of the 3 parts are totally unique. So this is one of them. This is your hint for the workshop. So the first thing is you find your phrase, your word, okay? What's your word? We all have one. You say it when something really cool happens. You jump up and down, and from your mouth it emerges. Your word. Or maybe it's a bunch of words. They could be colorful words. Or 1950s words like, golly gee willikers. Whatever it is, it's a word that encapsulates excitement, joy, wonder. Our word, it just so happened, when we got together, we realized after a bit, both of us have the same phrase that just happens to pop out of our mouth in such times, which is, oh my God. Oh my God. That's why our ministry is called Oh My God Life, because we are creating a life that is an oh my God life. I'd have to actually rephrase that. We have created a life that is an oh my God life, and we are continuing to open to greater and greater oh my Godness. So that's the first thing, is you find your phrase. What is your phrase? So think of that. let it come to you. If a couple come to mind, you'll notice in the next week or two, if nothing comes to mind, you'll find it because something will happen. You'll like, all of a sudden, you'll think of someone you were thinking about, you haven't seen them in years, and then all of a sudden, there they are, they're on your voicemail. Right? Those kind of like synchronistic, wonderful, beautiful, grace-filled things, and you go, oh my God. Or it might be, I do want to say a little shout out to the chill folks. It could be that yours is like, huh. Z had to point that out to me because I'm so, woo, that, not everybody's is going to be like that. It could be like, wow. So find your phrase. Because that phrase can lead you into the emotional experience that you want to have when your prayer is answered. You can't imagine having that prayer answered, and then you say that phrase, imagining that area of your life. It can fan the flames of the emotions, and that emotional vibration is the draw for Spirit's co-creation. That's your part. All the rest is Spirit's. Hands off the details, right? So there's two other phrases that I love that keep my hands off the details, that give room for Spirit. And one is, this is more amazing than I could have imagined. Say that with me. This is more amazing than I could have imagined. And the next level of that same thing, idea, is this is beyond my wildest dreams. This is beyond my wildest dreams. The thing about that one is it opens up like whatever you think you can imagine, it's beyond that. You're really leaving room for Spirit then to co-create and come up with something that makes you go, oh, yeah, and then maybe, and do that kind of co-creation, collaboration experience with Spirit, where you're giving Spirit a little room to have some fun. And to talk even more about that, I give you my favorite oh my God item in life. Oh my God, Reverend Z.
I'm an item, I guess. Okay. All right.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So I want to tell you a little story about this in action. So this was about 15 years ago. I went to hear a talk on a Wednesday night at the Center for Spiritual Living in Santa Rosa, California. That's where we live. And the speaker that night, I had never heard of her before. You may have heard of her. Her name was Melissa Phillippe. Anybody? No? Okay, so I didn't really know her at all at the time. And I'm hearing this Melissa person talk about a little of what she said this morning in terms of the idea of having a word and having these phrases to get to the emotional experience of things, and this whole idea of co-creation. So I'm sitting there and I'm listening to her, and at the time I had been in metaphysical churches, and my very first metaphysical church I ever went to was Unity of Walnut Creek in California. And so I'd had a lot of good experience with manifestation, right, of things, except in one area. One area where I was in that stuck place, I said at the beginning, where it was just like kept not happening, like what's going on? And so that was in the area of relationships, especially like partner, romantic relationships. And so ever since I had first embarked on the wild and wacky world of intimate relationships, I'd had a few speed bumps, a few challenges, right? So the first one was the whole not straight thing. So I was raised in Ohio in the 60s and 70s. I was taught sex ed by my gym teacher, and she didn't really have much to say, and it was just the assumption was everybody's straight, right? So that wasn't true for me, and it was really confusing for a long time, like how do I fit into all this? I finally moved to California. That helped. All right. So that was my first speed bump. I got that. The second one was my gender identity and expression. Okay, so the term I use now is gender rich, whole lot of gender going on. That's how I describe my gender. That was also helped by moving to California, because my gym teacher didn't mention that at all. So I finally found that helped too. So second speed bump, okay, I'm good. But there was a third one, and the third one I still was grappling with when I heard this Melissa Phillippe person talk that night. And that was, I don't know if any of you can relate to this, but that was, I had a tendency to be attracted to unavailable people. Right, there's always, yes, I hear, okay, my people, I hear you, yes, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, let me explain. All right, so if someone really liked me, I wanted nothing to do with them. And if someone didn't care if I was dead or alive, I found them very, very attractive. Now, this wasn't really working for me with the whole relationship thing. So when Melissa said this idea of it needs to be better than I can imagine, it needs to be beyond my wildest dreams, I realized that's what's been missing. That's what's been missing. I need to leave room. I wasn't collaborating. I wasn't really leaving room for spirit to have some fun. Now, you might wonder about what I thought about Melissa. Did I realize that was my future wife up there? Any of that? Nope. But I was very excited about what she had to say. Because you know when you hear something and you know it's going to change your life, right? Like in your heart, I was having that moment. So I did go up to her after her talk. She doesn't remember me at all. Whatever. Yeah. She vaguely remembers this like nerdy, super enthusiastic, gender-rich person who went up, but that's about it. She didn't whatever. She didn't really want to talk. So, okay, that's fine. So I went on my merry little way, very excited about what I was going to bring to my prayer treatment. This idea, right? Getting my word beyond my wildest dreams. And I was working it. And I'm working it. And sometimes when you're working in prayer, you attract the opposite of that. To kind of work it out. Yeah, so that was happening. But also, when I'm doing my prayer, I kept seeing a very specific image in my mind of a woman with short blonde hair. Like really specific image. And I thought, well, I don't want to be dictating. I don't want to be doing that, right? I want to be leaving room for spirit. But I don't think that's what this is. I don't think I'm dictating. I think I'm psychic. That's what it is. Like I'm seeing what's coming, right? I'm pretty sure. All right. So about a year after I first saw Melissa, so I'm working, because as we know, sometimes prayers take a while, right? So it's about a year later, I go to the spiritual retreat, and who should be the music director there but Melissa Phillippe. And this time she came up to me to talk because I'm an author. I've had a few books published. At that point, I had a new novel out. And so someone said, you should go talk to Z about writing books, because Melissa wanted to write a book. So she comes up to me, and we're talking. And what we realized was we just wanted to keep talking to each other. But this is at a spiritual retreat with about 100 other people. And so they wanted to join the conversation and talk to us too. And we realized, we compared notes later, we didn't really want to talk to them. We just wanted to talk to each other. But it's a spiritual retreat, so you're supposed to be all like, namaste, namaste. We were like, namaste, like, no, go away. But no, you can't, you gotta be, kind, so whatever. But a month later, I went to Melissa for piano lessons because I was trained classical piano, but I was just starting to play in the church. So I was starting to play keyboards under prayers and things like that. So I go to Melissa for a lesson, and that first lesson, we talk for 4.5 hours. Now, did we realize what was going on? No, we did not. We're both a little thick, yeah. Didn't quite get it. Melissa at the time thought she was straight, and I was waiting for that woman with short blonde hair, right? Like, that's not her. That is not her. I know. I'm psychic. I know what's happening, right? Don't tell me, spirit. I know what's happening, right? It took about 2.5 months of us thinking we'd met our new best friend to realize, oh. Now, it was answered prayer because both of us were doing that prayer for something beyond what we could imagine, beyond our wildest dreams. So we were doing that. We both had that prayer, and because of it, it did come out of left field, right? It was something outside of our conception of what was going to happen. And now here we are. It's over 14 years later. We're married. We're doing this thing. And so not only is it a relationship, truly, for both of us, like the best relationship we've ever had, but Spirit has done all this other stuff with it that we had no idea. No idea. I mean, when I was in ministerial school, I got a message saying, Spirit saying, do a rap. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that, right? But then Melissa and I start doing this word song thing together, and now we're traveling the country in our travel van, and all these things that emerge. Spirit's idea was so much bigger than ours, right? Now, you might be wondering, Z, you gender-rich nerd, you, what about the woman with short blonde hair? What was that about? Here's the thing. Spirit can be a trickster. And I think Spirit did plant that idea in my head, and here's why. Because you know that whole unavailable thing I had going on? I was the one who was unavailable. Ouch, right? And so had I not had that idea in my head, and I might have picked up on what was going on with Melissa, and I would have probably screwed it up. But instead, I was like, this is just a friendship. And so I was available for a friendship because I was so sure that what was coming was someone else. So then Melissa and I, both of us actually were really available for a friendship, which could then organically, naturally deepen into something more. Spirit is so smart sometimes. Well, all the time, actually. Just saying. So here's the question for you. Is there anything, perhaps, in your life that you, up until now, up until this moment right now, have been unavailable to? Anything? Maybe, perhaps the first thing that pops in your head? And are you willing to co-create with Spirit in this area of your life to create something that's better than you can imagine now? Are you? Yes? Yes? Okay. Melissa's going to do one more thing with you.
So we're going to do a brief meditation if you want to close your eyes and get comfortable. And bring the thing that you just thought of, that area of your life that you would love to have a shift, a different thing, something shift. A greater good come through from Spirit. Think of that area of your life. And let it be just right out in front of you. And without imagining the details of what it looks like, I want you to focus on your heart and imagine yourself thinking about that area of your life. And spontaneously, because that area of your life is so amazing now, so beyond what you could have imagined in its awesomeness, your phrase pops into mind, organically, naturally, spontaneously, your phrase. If you don't know exactly yet what your phrase is, make one up for this exercise. And so you think of that area of your life, you look at it, and you don't see the details necessarily. What you see is the feeling. You imagine feeling the way that you're going to feel that is going to inspire you to say your word. Oh my God, whatever your word is. Because that area of your life is so amazing. And feel that energy of that phrase, that excitement, that joy in your heart. And breathe into that. And continue to hold that image of that area of your mind, of that area of your life in your mind. You might get a snapshot moment, like you're driving in your car and you think of your whatever, your person, your finances, your whatever it is. And that phrase just comes out of your mouth. So you're driving along or whatever it is, the snapshot moment where you think of that area of your life and then your phrase. And so what I'm going to have you do now is you're going to say your phrase. And anything goes in this room right now, it's not even a sanctuary. We're just going to say, we're at a workshop. So no matter what your phrase is, if it has colorful words in it, that's okay. And you just repeat your phrase. When I say mine, repeat after me. So you hold that image, and you imagine feeling blown away, just blown away by the goodness. And you repeat your phrase after me. Oh my God. Again, oh my God. Again, and thinking of that area, and oh my God. And then you imagine calling someone and saying, oh my God, and telling them, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Now open your eyes and look around, because this is your community. You would come here and you would say, oh my God, I have to tell you about my thing. So look around the room and say, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, your phrase, your phrase, your phrase. Woo! And so it is. That's it for the message.
Thank you. Okay, now we're going to do our offering. So if the ushers can please come forward. As you know, you can offer through in person, like right now, by check, by our website, by text to give. And now we're going to repeat our offering prayer, which is coming up real quickly here. Maybe repeat after me. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Right on. Okay.
Okay, and we want to ground our message today. I think I am.
Mark, Z's mic is.
I've got a loud voice, but there we go.
There we go.
Okay, we're going to ground our message with another song. Are you up for that? Okay, because this one we would like you to participate a little bit with us. So there's a call and response, kind of like we did the first song, but this time I got moves. I got moves for you. All right, so check it out. So we're gonna clarify. Then
We do this after Z, by the way, so you don't have to remember it, because you'll always get it from Z.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna clarify. Magnify, and then I'm going to say occupy, and you're going to say occupy your faith. Not your face, but feel free to occupy your face as well. So I'm going to put those three together. So we're going to clarify, magnify, occupy your faith. And then we're going to glorify. Oh, that's so cool. Testify. Fortify your faith. Sweet. Okay, that's part one. Well, there's 15 parts, but I think we have time. You probably don't have plans later, right? No? Okay, we'll just do two.
All right.
Okay.
So what I'd like you to also do is sing with me when I sing, and you'll be singing with me in the song together with me, but to learn it, you can do after me. Fortify your faith.
Fortify your faith.
Fortify.
And
And then you can do a little movement if you want here, because it just calls for it, I think. But fortify. Yeah. Fortify your faith.
Fortify your faith.
That's it.
Sweet. Okay.
You're so good.
All right. Okay, I think we're ready. Are you ready? Okay.
It's been trying to go all morning.
I know that you might have heard this before, because it keeps wanting to come. So now we're ready, Mark. Thank you.
I fortify your faith. Fortify your faith.
I like to move. Don't be alarmed. When I was a child, a little bitty baby child, I didn't believe in nothing. Faith is for suckers, I told myself. People who are weak, people who need help. But all around me, everyone would say, you gotta believe, you gotta pray. Believing in nothing ain't no way. Here's what you gotta do each and every day. You gotta clarify, magnify, occupy your faith, and then you gotta glorify, testify, fortify your faith.
Oh, more track. You got to fortify your faith. You've got to fortify your faith. Oh, yeah.
Time went on,
Yeah.
and I grew up. I started to question. I said, what's up with my life, the world, the universe, and how things work? Why am I here? Tell me now, what's my worth? I started to notice synchronicities and a power beyond what I could see. Next thing I knew, I heard Spirit say, here's what you gotta do each and every day. You gotta clarify, magnify, occupy your faith, and then you gotta glorify, testify, fortify your faith.
Oh, you got to fortify your faith. You've got to fortify your faith. You can do it. Make it stronger. Come on, pay attention. There's no need to waste. Fortify your faith.
Now I know, now I see, that faith is so much bigger than me.
bigger than
It starts in the heart and grows and grows. Where it stops, God only knows. So if you're down, if you're blue, remember that Spirit is bigger than you. Let it hold you, take you, shape you. And here is all you have to do. You gotta clarify, magnify, occupy your faith, and then you gotta glorify, testify, fortify your faith. Oh yeah, you gotta clarify, magnify, occupy your faith, and then you gotta glorify, testify, fortify your faith.
You got to fortify your faith. You got to fortify your faith. You know you got to believe.
Fortify
your faith.
Thank you. Well, it's blessed, gosh darn it. God bless it.
We are grateful for the offering, for the rich blessings that it brings to this amazing, beautiful, wonderful community, and so it is. Amen.
Amen.
The
I was
offering is
doubly blessed.
There we go. Okay.
So we want to bring our kids in, is that right?
We just want to do a
Oh,
children's
it's a kid's blessing without eyes, see, wherever they are, everywhere in the building. We're rubbing our hands together and get the energy flowing. And now we offer a blessing for the
need
children of our
keys.
community. What?
We need keys.
Oh, we need the piano on, Mark.
There we go.
Blessing for the children of our community and the world. You are loved, special, and important. We see you and bless the divine beings you are. Indeed. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You You are the face of God. Yay. Okay. And then,
We are
The prayer for
going to
protection?
do our prayer for protection. Yes.
okay, we're doing this. All right. We can
Have
do
the
it.
Slide. I think y'all know it. There it is. All right. We say this together, I believe. Yes. All right.
The light of God surrounds us.
I am that light. The love of God enfolds us. I am that love. The power of God protects us. I am that power.
The
The presence of God watches over us. I am that presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Alrighty. So our prayer chaplains are available to pray with you today, and always your prayer chaplains, but we'll say our because we're connected.
Today
Yes.
there are.
So whether you're in a place of celebration or challenge, please take advantage of this wonderful opportunity. I will say that is definitely true. Prayer works, absolutely. And also written prayer requests can be placed in the prayer box at any time, and I know the online community also has a way to do that as well. I want to say shout out to all our folks who joined us today online. We didn't give them proper, yes, hi. Oh,
We
yes,
love
say hi
you.
this
We
way.
feel you.
Thank you for joining us.
We see
yes.
you.
Also, if you'd like to continue the conversation on today's topic, look for a list of discussion questions on the table in the fellowship hall. Also, as River mentioned, we are doing a workshop today. Our minimum is 10, so last I heard we weren't quite up to 10, but we're going to get to 10, and we're going to do a workshop on our Oh My God practice today from noon until 2, and right here.
Right here.
And it's, we do this practice every day. It has changed our lives immeasurably in every area. It's a powerful practice. We love getting to share it with y'all. It is based on gratitude, but we also use gratitude in different ways, including for things we call projects, things that are harder and more uncomfortable. We've found a way to use gratitude with that, and also gratitude for welcoming in greater good, and we teach you everything you need to know to do the practice.
Yep. And you leave here knowing how to do it. And it really has changed and continues to change and elevate and bless every area and aspect of our lives.
Absolutely.
Truly. So if you're interested in learning more about it, there's a workshop here at noon. We also have a book on it, but we'd love to have you be with us this afternoon.
Yeah. And if you have plans, you might want to change them because we're going to have some fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Also-
yes. So we do have, as we said, we are an online and traveling ministry. We have been traveling around the country in our van for almost 4 months now. We're headed back to California. We have our Oh My God Life mini mall, we call it, back there. And the proceeds from that help support our work in the world and what we do. We are a ministry, a nonprofit, and we have all kinds of stuff back there. We have super cheap t-shirts on sale for $5. We have fridge magnets, we have books, we have music, we have a bunch of fun stuff. But also,
The best thing. We have a mailing list, and it is free to sign up on our mailing list. And if you become one of our mailing list friends, you will receive 2 free videos every month. We do videos on guided meditation. They're all like 5 to 10 minutes max, but usually 5.
Usually short.
Usually about 5. But they're meditations, affirmations, prayers, music videos. Mm-hmm. And we send 2 out a month. And then also Z has a blog, Life in ZD, A Goofball's Guide to Enlightenment. And I have a blog, Dear Melly.
It's advice for the spiritually inclined. It's like a spiritual advice column.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So every Tuesday, you'll get something in your inbox. This is all free. But the best part of our mailing list, in my opinion, because, well, if you know the Enneagram, I'm a 7, so woo! Party. Anyway, birthdays. So you give us your birthday. We don't need the year. Doesn't matter what year. But what happens is every year, at the end of the year, we write a new birthday celebration song, and then we make a video of said song, and we send it to you on the morning of your birthday. So you wake up, if you're a night owl, you might see it before your birthday, which is kind of cheating, because it comes at like 12:02 a.m. But there will be a personalized note to you and a video for you on your birthday. It's very
It's really,
fun.
it's probably our favorite thing that we do.
Yeah.
So, and I want to thank you all again. You've been such a wonderful, gracious congregation. Thank you again to Dr. David for having us here today. We really appreciate it. We know he and Rick are having a great weekend off and everything. And I believe now we're going to stay in your rows and join hands.
Yes.
As you choose to close in the peace song. I don't. All right.
Go in power, go in peace. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be with God our Creator. We are family. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow to take each moment peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Have a great week.
I should get back to the table and turn on the stuff if I can get there. I'm not sure what's the best way. I'm gonna go here. Hello. Hi, Debbie.